One simple word completely changed the way I live. For as longest I remember, I always wanted to be the person with whom people will meet and say, "Oh, I would love to see her again," or "I would love to meet her again." I always wanted people to like me, even I, even if I didn't like them. I wanted them to think of me that I would love to see her again because she's so nice. Even if I didn't like the way they uh, talked with me, the way they are. So you can't like everybody. So, uh, but people used to like me. I was like the person who would smile, agree, and then make myself smaller just to make others feel comfortable around me. And was convinced, I had convinced myself that I was doing very kind thing. I was spreading positivity, and I'm such a nice person. I was self driven by this thought that I'm such a nice person and I'm doing it for the greater cause, or I'm spreading happiness. Maybe people are unhappy in their lives, and if I talk with them politely, I make them happy from being around me, I'll be a good person. Or maybe I was. But then one day I realized, what am I doing exactly? I am making others happy. But at what expense? At the expense of my own happiness. Sometimes there were times that people would ask me to do something, and I completely wanted to say no. But because I'm a yes woman back then, I said yes to many people for many things I regret so much. I used to regret it instantly after saying yes to someone. I said yes to someone, and used to think maybe I had said no, but that was the one word which my soul was craving to say, but my mouth was denying to say. Like, I'm not saying no to anybody. Maybe they will get hurt. Maybe they will be disappointed. In what? In me? In the person who they barely know? They would be disappointed in that person? That's what my mentality was back then. And I used to think that I should stay the way I am. I should not let the people around me diminish my some hypothetical light, which I used to think I have around me, like the circle of light. But there's nothing like that around me. I understood by the time. By the time I grew up, I realized that I'm not doing any kind of good thing with people, and I'm not spreading happiness at all. If that's the concern we are talking about, the people don't remember you. People used to like me back then because I used to not say anything. I had no opinions. I had no voice, no spine at all. They used to start talking about something, rambling, I would say, rambling about something for hours and hours. And I would say, yes, you are right. And they would think by the end of this conversation that she's a nice person. She validated the ideology I have. That person used to think that I have validated their ideas, their thoughts, and now they are happy somehow. Because every time we ramble in front of someone about anything, we usually feel happy. That's the process of stress, managing your stress. You have to talk with somebody, but they used to talk to me only when they are stressed. When people were used to be happy, they were not around me. And And instantly when they have any kind of like hurt feeling, when they are out of a breakup, or when they don't have any friend, or they something happened to them, any mishap happened to them, they come running to me. Like I'm like a country who take refugees. So they were the mental refugees, I would say, and I was a person who was providing them the space they want to be in. Then I thought maybe it's time to say no, because it cost a lot. Let me give you a reference. Have you seen that movie called Yes Man from Jim Carrey? Jim Carrey, yeah, Jim Carrey. So in that movie, that guy Jim Carrey used to say yes to everything. Like, can you do this? Yes. Can you be there? Yes. Can you come here? Yes. Yes to everything. So what he created in his life by saying yes to everything, he created chaos. The FBI was behind him. He was totally shady person. He was looking like a terrorist in that movie because he was saying yes. So I'm not saying you will become terrorist after saying yes to something, but the fact is, yes, saying yes blindly to something create chaos in your lives. You say yes to something without thinking the consequences of it, without thinking what impact it will give in your life and on your life plans. You say yes and it will devastate you, and it shows in your whole life. Whatever you do, suppose you have office tomorrow, and some of your friends wants to hang out tonight, and you say yes because you are a yes person. But tomorrow morning you will be late for your office, or most likely miss it because you have a hangover, and then you will disappoint yourself. That's when you should consider if you uh, should say yes or no. For a long time I continued to say yes to people, but then someday I realized uh, I'm saying yes to people only to satisfy them, and they are not giving me anything in return. When this come so when exactly I realized this whole thing, everybody became sad and upset in their lives. Everybody has ups and downs in their lives, so they were for me also. So I had friends, many friends, I would say, many friends. I thought they were my friends. They used to share with me, like, this happened to me today. I'm so unhappy. What can I do? He broke up with me. She broke up with me. I had the friends like that. They used to ramble in front of me. And one day I thought maybe I have the same liberty to ramble in front of them. And I started saying, this happened to me, what can I do? And they were like, uh don't do this in front of us, we don't like this negativity. Then I realized, what, you say this negativity, and what you do all the time in front of me, you forget about the times you have rambled and spread your negativity towards me. But that was their response, and I was too shocked to say anything in front of them, to reply them with this answer what I'm saying right now, that uh, what about the negativity you have spread in my life? What happens when you listen to the people who are always negative, who are always talking shit in front of you? You are attracting that kind of negativity in your life. So now I don't say yes to everyone. I don't see that going in a farthest future. I think stopping people, making boundaries, saying no is very important part of your life. And if you think that saying no is very hard, one thing I do daily, you can try it too, is take one photo from your childhood, of your face photo, like what you used to look like in your childhood. Place it somewhere where it is reachable, like in your pocket, your wallet, somewhere like that. And whenever you feel like you're sabotaging your own happiness by saying yes to somebody else's happiness, pull out that photo, look into it, into the face of that child that you used to be. Think, would that child be happy after going through this kind of things you're doing to that child? That child would be disappointed in you. So don't do that with that child. And for the sake of that child, say no. At that very moment, if a single voice inside you say you shouldn't do this, listen to that voice. That's the voice of that child in you, who is just, who knows what people are trying to do with you. And just say no, even if it hurts you, even if somebody says you are mean, selfish. Let them say. You can't be vanilla ice cream for everybody. You can't be everybody's favorite. Some people are going to hate you, some people are going to not like you at all in their lives, and that's totally okay. That's on them. If they don't like me, that's okay. I don't like you either. I'm not a big fan of you either, right? So you can hate me as much as you want. Think like this. That way, you will avoid so much negativity in your life and start growing. The number of times you're going to say no to something shit, you are going to say yes to a life you're trying to build. Yes to your self respect. Yes to your growth. Yes to your future goals. Yes to anything you want, and no to any kind of negativity around you. So start saying no. It's not a bad thing to set boundaries, and not everybody is going to understand the thing you call boundaries. So that's okay. Don't mind them, ignore them totally in your lives. And for the love of God, you don't have to explain your no. You just say no. And if they ask why, I don't think I should be explaining my no to you. It's just like this, like somebody is cold calling you and saying, buy my credit card. And you're like, I don't want it. Why? Then what you answer to them? That I don't feel like I have requirement for the credit card. Same like this, you have to say no, because you don't have the requirement for that kind of negativity or that kind of plans in your lives. So you have to say no. That's what I have tried, and for so long as I remember, I have started saying no to people. I'm happier than before, because I am respecting myself by saying no to every time, everything I don't want to do or I don't want to be involved in with. I think I have become a person who would respect my peace over anybody else's comfort. My biggest lesson from saying no to is that I'm not saying no to opportunities. I'm not saying no blindly, or not saying yes blindly either. I'm saying no because I am very much considerate and very much conscious of my environment and my present situation. And I think I should be allowed to take my own decisions instead of taking orders from somebody who knows nothing more than I know about my life. So that's the lesson um, I have learned from saying no. And in the end, I would like to ask you one question, if you can ask yourself that, that what's the one thing you are saying yes to that is totally draining you from inside and you totally regret it? And try, that's a challenge for you, try saying no to that one thing that's totally draining the life out of you. Because the feeling you will have after saying that no and taking a peaceful rest after that. It's extraterrestrial, I would say. It's so good. It's out of this world. So say no to something which is not good for you and which you think will not benefit you in anyhow. And so say no to the people who are not going to be in your lives for the next 10 years. Please think like that. If a person is not going to be in your life for the next 10 years, you don't have to entertain that soul, because not everybody around you has to be entertained by you. You're not an entertainer. You're not getting paid for this unless you are. So think like this. And last but not least, your peace of mind is more valuable than anybody's approval in your life. It doesn't matter if somebody doesn't approve the way you live. What importance you hold within you is that you are happy. Make wise decisions. Don't say, I will not say yes to anybody from now on. That will be your ego talking. But think wisely, take conscious decisions in your life that would make a life for you that would be worth remembering, and you would be proud of that. Even if you achieve nothing in your life, even if you have nothing in your hands, but you have your self-respect and a character, you will be rich, always will be rich. So with that last line, let's end this video here, and we will meet in the next video or next vlog, where we will talk about something new, or we'll go somewhere new. I have different kind of activities in my account. I have Let's Talk, I have 0 to 1 book reading series, and I have vlogs in my account till now. And maybe I will open something new in account, but in now I have these three things. If any of these three things is up to your liking, you can watch it. And if you have any suggestions for me for this video, you can suggest me in the comment section. I would be glad to hear from you. And with this line, let's end this video for last. And please subscribe my channel. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year, because YouTube policies are really not up to my mark. So please help me to get to 1,000 subscribers and my views of 400 4,000, yeah, watch hours. Please watch my videos on repeat, please. Okay, bye bye, ta-ta.